Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Foliage. So a lot of people tend to ask me this question related with their rose plant, that their rose plant is not doing quite well. Now guys, whenever you feel that the rose plant is having a lot of yellow leaves, or probably the plant is not growing very well, there is very slow growth, the best thing what you can do is prune your rose plant. Now again, this depends from environment to environment. I don't know from what environment you would be and what would be the right time for you to do a pruning. For me, it's absolutely fine. I tend to prune my rose plants throughout the year. Currently, I think probably 2 weeks back I had done a hard pruning on my new rose plant, and now you can see it's already starting to put out new growth here, as you can see. So we have a lot of new shoots coming up. And this one I had pruned probably 3 or 4 weeks back, and it has already started to put out a lot of new leaves. And this is the new rose that is coming up after the pruning is done. This plant was a little slow. I think I had purchased it probably 2 or 3 months back, and then I had gone on vacation, so the plant was a little bit damaged when I came back. So I started to do a little bit of pruning, and now you can see these are all of the new leaves that are coming up. Again, the same thing, I use a lot of waste tea leaves in the soil, because rose plant is a very heavy feeding plant. It needs constant amount of nutrients in the soil. You cannot add nutrients once in 2 months or once in 3 months. It's not going to work out really well. Apart from that, they need a good amount of watering, a good amount of sunlight, and only then they will start to grow faster and put out new buds. So this pruning was done around, as I said, either 3 or 4 weeks back, and this one was done around 2 weeks back, and it is starting to put out a lot of new growth. I will be doing a watering today because a couple of days back it was raining very heavily in Bangalore, so they all had got a good amount of water, but now I will be watering them once again. So this is one of the efficient way of increasing the growth on your rose plant. By doing some pruning. Now you don't have to do a complete pruning like how I tend to do. You can cut few of them, especially if you have something that is growing on the upper portion and you want to cut to promote new growth. You can do that as well. I prefer to do a complete cut down, and this one is also completely cut down, and now this is all of the new growth. This is the oldest branch. You can see that is also putting up a new growth. Now guys, as I said, I'm not very sure which environment or climate you would be from and when would be the right time to do pruning. Probably you can check with your nursery guy, but ensure that they have a proper knowledge. Only then take advice from them, because a lot of times in the nurseries as well, they tend to appoint new people and they do not have much idea. Usually it's the old nursery people who have a very good knowledge, so you can check with them when is the right time to prune your rose plant in your city. So that's all about it. I will be doing a complete watering, and we will wait for the water to drain out, because it's very important to have a loose, porous, well draining soil mix. At the same time, it should be organic rich. At no given point of time, it should be a poor soil. If you're going to have poor soil, of course the rose plant is not going to do quite well. So let me fill in some water, and I'm going to show you how I will be watering them. So this is just the regular tap water. We will water until the water starts passing. Never do half watering, guys, because half watering doesn't work out really well. You have to ensure that you water it completely. The soil should completely soak the water, and the excess water should run out. This is how your soil mix should be. If you're going to have very compact soil, or if the water tends to stay on the upper surface, that is not a very good type of soil mix. You need to have a well draining soil mix. The moment you water, the soil should get wet and all the excess water should drain out, like how you can see over here. If your water tends to pool in the pot after you water, if the water stays in the upper surface, that indicates that your soil is turned compact. It is very bad because it is going to suffocate the roots. Very clayey soil is what tends to make the soil mix very compact, and that can damage the plant. So the soil should immediately, even if I'm going to keep my rose plant in rain, it is not going to get rotted, because you can see how quickly the water tends to pass. So basically it tends to only moisten the soil, but all the excess water tends to run out of the pot. So this is the type of soil you need to have for your rose plant. So guys, that's all about it. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep planting.